Welcome to Panda Talks Crime. I am your host, and today we are diving into one of the most harrowing events in modern history, the Las Vegas shooting of October 1st, 2017. It's a story of a community forever changed, of unanswered questions, and of resilience in the face of unspeakable tragedy. Close your eyes for a moment and picture the iconic Las Vegas Strip bright lights, buzzing casinos, and a city alive with excitement. On this particular evening, over 22,000 country music fans had gathered at the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival. It was the final night of the festival, and the energy was palpable. Families, friends, and couples stood shoulder to shoulder, singing along to their favorite songs under the open sky. But then, at 10:05 p.m., the unthinkable happened. A sharp sound pierced the night loud, unexpected. Many thought it was fireworks, a common accompaniment to concerts. But as the sounds continued, chaos erupted. People screamed, ducked, and scrambled for cover, realizing these were no celebratory fireworks, but something far more sinister. For the next 10 minutes, terror reigned. From the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel, an individual fired over 1,000 rounds into the crowd below. 10 minutes may not sound like a long time, but imagine yourself in that situation, unsure of where the danger is coming from or how to escape. It felt like an eternity for those on the ground. By the time the attack ended, the devastation was immense. 60 lives were lost, and over 850 were injured. Of those, 413 were directly hit. The festival grounds, which had been filled with laughter and music moments earlier, were now a scene of heartbreak and chaos. So, who was responsible for this? The perpetrator, a 64-year-old man named Stephen Paddock, had no criminal record or known history of violence. He wasn't on law enforcement's radar. This was not someone anyone would have expected to carry out such a calculated and devastating act. Over the course of several days, Paddock transported an arsenal of weapons to his hotel suite. He brought in 23 firearms, thousands of rounds of ammunition, and even installed surveillance cameras in the hallway outside his room to monitor police movements. His preparation was meticulous. Yet even after years of investigation, the FBI concluded they could not determine a clear motive. Think about that for a moment. A tragedy of this scale, and we still don't know why it happened. Was it for infamy? Some deep-seated grievance? The answers remain elusive, adding another layer of unease to this already chilling event. In the face of such devastation, something remarkable happened. The Las Vegas community came together in ways that showed the strength of the human spirit. The phrase "Vegas Strong" became a rallying cry. People lined up for hours to donate blood. Millions of dollars were raised for the victims and their families, and candlelight vigils lit up the city. It's moments like these that remind us of our capacity for kindness and solidarity, even in the darkest of times. Survivors shared stories of strangers helping each other, offering shelter, carrying the wounded, and comforting those in distress. These stories of heroism and humanity are just as important as the tragedy itself. This event also spurred important conversations about safety and security. One of the tools used in this attack was a device known as a bump stock, which allows a semi-automatic weapon to fire at a much faster rate. The use of these devices led to widespread calls for change, and in 2018, they were officially banned in the United States. Hotels, too, re-evaluated their security measures. Questions were raised about how someone could transport such an arsenal without detection. These discussions have led to changes that aim to make large events and venues safer for everyone. But as we discuss these broader impacts, let's not lose sight of the individuals whose lives were forever changed. The victims were people like you and me, mothers, fathers, siblings, and friends who went out to enjoy an evening of music and never returned home. Each name represents a story, a life full of dreams and love, cut tragically short. As we close this episode, I want to leave you with a reflection. While tragedies like this shake us to our core, They also show us the importance of unity and compassion. We can honor those we've lost by working toward a future where such events are less likely to occur. That means having hard conversations about safety, mental health, and our shared responsibilities as society. Thank you for joining me on this emotional journey today on Panda Talks Crime. If this story moved you, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to help keep these conversations going. Together, we can learn from the past and build a safer future. Stay safe, stay compassionate, and I'll see you next time.